Greetings of peace, love, and light. This is the garden. I guess we can call this the Garden of Eden. Why not? It's fitting for what I'm about to say. And I am God is Nanu. So, this is going to be a continuation from my last video on humanness. That video is titled I Am Human. So this will be I Am Human Part 2. I just want to expound on some of the ideas from that video. I listened to it and there were a couple of things I'd like to expound on a little bit more. I won't go too deep. We'll go deeper on some of these concepts in the Light Body Sanctuary. So the first thing that I heard I want to expound on a little bit is that humanness is divine. We are created in the likeness of God, Elohim, which is plural. And that's the Great Mother and our Heavenly Father together. They said, let us make man in our image. So they made all of us in their image. That's the Great Mother and the Heavenly Father. So the masculine and the feminine working together as one entity. And our bodies are made up of 4 elements. That's earth, water, air, and fire. Now, some people think this is not new information. This is not deep. Okay, this is basic stuff. So, earth, of course, you know your body is made of earth. Your body goes back to the earth. Everybody agrees on that, right? That you got bone, you have matter. Okay, that is definitely earth. It's definitely soil. You know, when your body decays, it goes back to the soil. Okay, like everything else in creation, everything else on the planet. Okay, and we're also made of water. Your body is 80% water. Okay, just like the planet is mostly water. All right. We're made in the image of our Creator. What does that tell you about our Creator, right? And we know that earth and water are both feminine aspects of the Creator. All right? Just think about how we were birthed in the womb, right? Before we had breath, okay? And maybe or maybe not before we had consciousness. That's debatable when consciousness enters into the body. We're not going to get into that. Like I said, we're just going to touch on these just briefly, okay? Because then we have air and fire. These are masculine principles, masculine elements that make up our human nature, our human body. And we know we cannot live without air, okay? If you start breathing, you will die, all right? And fire, that's the electricity, the light, okay, within your body. You can think of this as your neurological network or your nervous system, all right? Without that, you'd be brain dead. That means you're pretty much dead, okay? So the body does not exist without these 4 elements. We do not exist without these 4 elements. The planet does not exist without these 4 elements. And we were made in the likeness of our Creator. We were created to be good or as gods on the earth. Every spiritual system or religion is pushing you towards this ultimate goal. which is to be one with your creator. Or they have different concepts of what that is. Some people say God, some people don't think of it even as an entity, which is like a space, or it depends on what the spiritual system is. But ultimately, it comes down to oneness with this source of who we all are, right? And that is the ultimate goal, for us to be one with our Creator. Because we were always meant to be one with our Creator. In the beginning, we were one with our Creator. And then we begin to separate ourselves from God, or begin to think of ourselves as being separate from God. Okay? And that is how sin was created, or destruction and death was created. So it's our separation from God and how God created us that brings about death and destruction for everyone and everything, like a disease. The whole earth is experiencing so much death and destruction now because so many of us are separate from our Creator and operating in a way that is separate from our Creator. And don't be discouraged by that, by the state that our planet is in and we are in as humanity. It's not hopeless. We can and we will heal. And our planet will heal. And as we return to our original nature, which is pure and holy, like our Creator, we heal and return the whole earth back to God. Now this is the goal, especially on the alignment path, is to return back to your original nature, to detox, to realign yourself, to deprogram, so that you can position yourself to be one with the Creator. You can't be one with the Creator if you continue to put toxins in your body, if you continue to handle the earth and the planet and the creatures with disdain and with lack of compassion and concern, when you're supposed to be an extension of God on the earth. Now is the time for us to prepare ourselves for the great ascension, as some would call it. Some may call it the second coming of Christ. But you have to prepare yourself. What does that mean? You have to establish God's kingdom on the earth. Because you are an extension of God. You should be operating as God on the planet Earth. Healing yourself, healing each other, healing the planet. It is not far-fetched. And I am willing to help you and give you the tools as they are given to me, to share with you the tools that I've been given to share. That's what I'm here for. And I have to complete my mission, which is to prepare you all for your oneness with God. It's time to return back to our Creator, and oneness with our Creator, and intimacy with our Creator. Again, I am human. You are human. We are human. And our humanness is divine. your base desires are good prior to corruption. You can count on me like one. If you would like to dive deeper on some of these topics, you can always comment here on whatever social media page you're following me on. But if you would like to dive deeper with a community of other light bodies, people that are going in the same direction as you, people that are deprogramming and want to be spiritually free, join us in the Light Body Sanctuary. It's simple. The link will be in the description. Join us in the Light Body Sanctuary. You will get first dibs on videos like this, and access to all materials, and access to other spaces that will not be shared, and other information that will not be shared here in these public spaces. This is not a cult, okay, or no other crazy stuff. That is a spirit that wants to separate you from the message that God has given me to bring to the masses. And you have got to fight and free yourself from the spirit of legalism and the spirit of religiosity. Some of you may need to free yourselves from the spirit of lust as well, in order to see and to hear clearly. I'm saying this in love. Peace, love, and light.